Okay, good day, guys. Good day to you all. Welcome back to the Formula Sports channel. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. The support is very much appreciated. As always, gentle reminder as usual. Knock up like button and also subscribe to the channel. Free and easy ways to support the channel. So I want to talk quickly about Tyreek Magee and also Tyreek Magee, Ravel Morrison, and Leon Bailey's inclusion into the Nations League squad, which would have dropped yesterday, which I'm gonna be doing a live a little bit later talking about. Yo, people, we have to be real in a man. We have to be real and honest and truthful in a man. Guys, Tyreek Magee rolls some leather in a Catalonia game in a guys. We have to be real in a man. The man rolls, we have to talk about it. We have to talk about it, man. I said in the video that I did, the post-match reaction, that Tyreek Magee is a very perplexing player, right? And I'll explain. I didn't go into detail, but I'll explain. See? The reason why I say Tyreek Magee is such a perplexing player is because he gets no game time for his club at Cashew Pen. Absolutely no game time whatsoever. Seen as a matter of fact, it is so bad that the player barely makes the match day squad at Cashew Pen. But every time we see Tyreek Magee in the national team, this brother look like a special kind of baller, people. People, when you realize the importance of what took place in Catalonia, you cannot say that this player is on a run of form, so to speak, right? Because he hasn't been playing much in recent time. And you can't say it's a one-off game or it's just a one match. You can't take it seriously. Him have the game I'm live. You know, we can't put too much stock into that particular performance. It's just one game. Yes, true. But this player has consistently done well for the national team when he dons the colors of the national team. And we can't forget that, and we cannot ignore that. So it's not a one-off thing. It's not a one-off game. We have seen performances, mercurial performances by Tyreek Magee in the national senior team previously. Seeing, when we're talking about excellent technical ability, right? Excellent in tight spaces, right? Just intelligence in how he works the ball, in how he moves the football, right? The constant recycling of the football, switching the play, you know, line breaking passes in terms of passes that is breaking the lines, right? Or just, you know, even in the Catalonia game, every pass that he made and everything that he did was just the right thing to do in that particular moment, right? You know, taking control, so to speak, being a controller / creator. Those are my favorite type of midfielders in a guys. The ones who are both controllers and creators. Some midfielders are controllers, some are creators. And then you have some like a Magee and also a Ravel Morrison who can do both. They can be controllers and creators and just getting on the ball, dictating the pace, dictating the tempo, just running the show, right? And then, you know, he's very skillful with the ball at his feet, right? He has that trick up his sleeve. He's good on the dribble, knows when to drive or run at midfielders or defenders, right? Knows when to drive into space, right? Take on players, that sort of a thing. Yo, the youth is literally a magician for this country. And I am very excited about what this particular player has to offer in the national team with, you know, under the tutelage of a Balla. That is very important, right? Me personally think that Magee, if Magee could have, to a certain extent, strive under Tapper. Imagine, you know, I'm going to strive under a Balla who can implement a proper attacking structure, who we have seen implement a proper attacking structure time and time again, you know, and he will have his roles and his functions clearly outlined for Tyreek Magee and exactly what he wants the player to do. And we saw it in the Catalonia game. I want to say this. You see, Catalonia is a team filled with players who were starting for clubs in top 5 leagues in Europe. And that's one of the reasons why Magee is such a perplexing player to me, because I'm saying if him can deliver such a mercurial performance against a team filled with players mostly starting or getting considerable amount of game time for top clubs in top 5 leagues in Europe, then one will assume that Magee is of the ilk right now and has the technical ability right now to be starting in a top 5 league in Europe. It wasn't a buck-up performance, guys. You could clearly see the technical ability on display and see that he belonged on the pitch and he was doing so well against such a quality team. And you know, anytime we were going forward, he was the one running things basically. Right? That was not a buck-up or a coincidence, or that just showed extremely, you know, good technical ability, good enough to be able to be competing and doing just as well as players who are starting in top 5 leagues in Europe are getting a lot of game time for big clubs. And we have to point that out. And it's perplexing because this is a player that cannot even make the match day squad I'm club in a Belgium, but yet still can ball Catalonia the way I'm ball Catalonia, a team with players in top 5 leagues in Europe. Boy, I don't understand it. Tyreek Magee is a very, very perplexing player, but we cannot deny the fact that when he plays for the national team, he shines. I really and truly suspect that the players off the ball effort or the lack thereof probably has something to do with why he struggles to get into the mix for his club at CAS Eupen. The one time he really got game at the club in the Belgian Pro League, I spoke about this particular play. You know, it was a you know, he basically failed on a defensive play, didn't even make any effort, so to speak. And I think that play, right, and his lack of defensive effort might have been a big problem, you know, for his club CAS Eupen. But you cannot deny what this player can do on the ball. And to be fair to him, his work rate for Jamaica has improved significantly as well, you know, in his last couple of games for the Reggae Boyz scene. I want to talk quickly also about this trio right here. Look at that trio on your screen, guys. Ravel, Morrison, Leon Bailey, Tyreek, Magee. The reason why I want to talk about these 3 players is because they are in the national senior team. They have made the squad for the Nations League. Seen? Now, guys, them 3 ballers up on the pitch at the same time under the tutelage of Paul Hall now go normal in a man. Me nah ask to do that, man. Yeah, hell no. They trust me. We're gonna chop up the Nation League squad a little bit later in our live. But me I tell you, man, I know enough people are complaining about the Nations League squad. I said the squad not ready, the squad this, the squad that. But them 3 ballers there on the pitch at the same. You remember the Honduras game where Ravel teamed up and linked up well with Leon and created a lot of problems in that last World Cup qualifying campaign game. So imagine Magee being added to that mix and the spark, the fireworks that is going to be created on the pitch, just the abundance in creativity in the Nations League, in a proper attacking structure with a manager who has some idea, you know, as to ascribing particular roles and particular functions to respective players. People, fireworks from them 3 ballers. Me personally, I'm expecting in the upcoming Nations League. Seeing, you know, with that being said, guys, you know, again, we're going to chop up the Nations League squad a little bit later in our live, so you guys can look out for that. knock up the like button again, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Both free and easy ways to support the channel. With that being said, take care, stay safe, and until next time.